Hi guys, I'm back. I just want to give you guys a quick update as well as do a quick unbagging of this month's Lip Monthly as well as a little preview of my miniature ColourPop order. First, the update. I am currently borrowing my upstairs neighbor's Wi-Fi signal, so I'm on my laptop currently. The demolition crews came out this past week and started doing the gutting of the two apartments back here that were damaged during the fire in February. Started ripping out all the walls and all that stuff so they can completely redo these apartments back here. And in the process of ripping out a wall or something, I'm guessing a wall, they ended up severing my internet. So I am without my own internet again. We've been trying to get an answer from our office if they're going to excuse me, if they're going to do a temporary fix or if they're just going to say to heck with it and just wait until they're ready for all the brand new, fresh, full-on, as it should be, wiring system for the internet and all that. We don't know. We haven't gotten any answers from our office and we've been trying. So, for now, I am using my neighbor's Wi-Fi again. And of course, I did have their network saved, but I did ask them again if it would be okay if I used it. And they said, yeah, it's no problem. So, I really love my neighbors upstairs. They are really awesome and they've been really helpful, letting me use their Wi-Fi. I've been going to McDonald's the past couple days, not real, because I couldn't remember if I had their Wi-Fi saved or not, but I figured when I got home today I would check, and sure enough, I still had theirs saved. So, moving on. My little mini ColourPop order I'm going to set aside and do that last. But first we have this month's Lip Monthly. Oops, wrong one. This one first. Okay. All the products this month are full size. And first we have the BA Bombshell lipstick in the color Hollywood, which I've already tried doing this video twice and I've screwed up. So, well, the first time wasn't screwed up. It was just, on my big computer, and I don't have Wi-Fi on my big computer. And the files were too big for my jump drive, so couldn't transfer them over to my laptop without a CD, and I didn't want to waste a CD. So, anyway, it's just a classic red, and I actually brought my laptop in here so that I could actually have decent lighting, because the lighting in my living room stinks for trying to film, as you've seen in the past. But, as you can see, it's just a very classic red. It does go on a little bit sheer, but it's not, too bad. It's easily built up. Then next we have the So Susan Color Hybrid. I thought this was really neat. Comes in a little squeezy tube. It is a lip color and cheek stain. And they say this is the color Marsala. I don't see it as a Marsala shade. I see it as more, like a pinkish red versus Marsala. Marsala I see is more wine colored. And I just put it right here. As you can tell, it's a very deep, rich red with that pink undertone to it. So it is a cooler tone red, while Hollywood is more of a warm tone red. But this does dry down to a matte finish, and if you're going to do it on cheeks, it does not take much. Just a little tiny dab, and then you just blend it like crazy. But it is a pretty color, even though it's not really what I would classify as Marsala. Alrighty. Next, this is also a lip and cheek product, and it's Jelly Pong Pong's Paradise Pigments in the shade Cake Pop. The pigment on this is absolutely insane. I just did one little tiny circle with my finger. One little tiny circle. I didn't even, make a big circle. I just barely did a tiny little circular motion. And it came out this insanely pigmented. And as you can see, I still had some on my finger and it came down there. But this also does blend very well. I'm not going to blend it all the way, but it does blend very well. So it would make a really pretty blush, but you just want to use the slightest little touch. It will not take much of this stuff if you want to use it on your cheeks. Make sure my cap's on nice and tight. Okay. And next we have a J-Cat Flying Solo eyeshadow in the shade No Cover. This is just a really pretty, soft, luster peach color. We'll put it here across the top. And like I said, it's just a very soft color. And it has a little bit of luster, but nothing crazy. It's kind of a satin color. And I think they said that the entire value of this bag this month was like $55, $54 and some change. But it's a really nice little bag. I don't like the bag it came in, but the stuff in it was okay. I really like the stuff that was in it this month. I've had a couple the last couple months that were just kind of meh. Wasn't sure if I wanted to keep it. But I'm glad I did because I really like this bag. Even though it was a lot of really bright colors like pinks and reds. But anywho, moving on to the ColourPop. I just bought two little loose shadows, as well as this collab that they did, collab set. And these were just to bring me up to free shipping. Yeah, I'm a sucker for free shipping, so. This first one is called Bay, and it's kind of an eggplant purple, but it's got a teal kind of shift to it. Super pretty, and I'm going to put it on this hand, which is just really odd because I don't have my wipes in here right now. So I'm just going to swatch it on my opposite hand for once. And I'm just going to run my hand under my finger. And I know some people say, you might want to test these with a brush. But with me, I pick up so little on my finger when I do these swatches that it's kind of the equivalent of how it would go on with a brush, maybe just slightly heavier, but at the same time, it gives that smooth coverage. So you get an even swatch here. It's kind of hard to see the glitter in certain angles, but it is there. Get the light just right and you can see it. But it is that eggplant purple with the blue shift. This one came to me broken, but not irretrievably, so I just pressed it back in myself a little bit. And this color is from their collaboration with Rumor Willis, the Rumor Has It collection, and the color is called Swan. Absolutely fell in love with this color. It is white, very obviously so. It is white, but it's very shimmery. But what makes it different, if I can get an angle with my light, there we go. Like I said, super shimmery, but it does have a pink undertone, even though you can't really see it very well in here. That's just how slight of a pink hue it has to it. But, the formula, of course, as always with ColourPop, is extremely, extremely buttery and soft and supple and wonderful and marvelous. And actually, you know what? I'm going to dip into my other package of wipes. My other one's about out anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and crack into this. I forgot all about having this in here Brain fart! But that's me, the brain fart queen. Okay. Yay! So, since it's so much easier swatching on this hand, we'll clean it. Although it does leave my hand very pink with those colors. There we go. Dry off my hands a little bit here. And now we can dip into this collaborative set, and it is a collaboration with Coffee Break with Danny, and it's called Metamorphosis. I'm holding it slightly at an angle so you can see the front of the package, and this is just the cover sleeve. You can take that off, and they've got 4 little pots of shadows inside of this little box. The top 2 I'm going to save till last because they're my favorite. Those are the ones I was dying to try. And the first 2, they're neutrals. And this first one is called Bravery. It reminds me of the color of a Hershey bar. It's a warm tone chocolate brown. It looks a little bit lighter in here than it truly is. But of course, it's got that signature buttery feel. Pardon me. I just had a fudgesicle and now I'm burping it up. But there you have that. It's just a really nice little chocolatey brown. Clean off my finger. And the next one is called Strength, which is kind of a caramel brown. It just makes me think of caramel, but again, it does look lighter in here, but it is a caramel brown. And I'll put them up side by side. And, you know, seeing those 2 together just really makes me think of a Milky Way candy bar. Just because that is such a perfect caramel shade. Probably make a really nice transition color in the crease. And now for these last 2, I'm going to go ahead and clean my hand off of these, just because these next 2, they are in a league of their own. They are absolutely amazing. And they are described as a sheer opal finish. First one is called Kindness. And it is a undertone of red, but it has flashes of teal, green, and gold. It's a very interesting color, and you could actually put this on top of any other color and just completely transform the look of it. That's the awesome thing about these sheer opals. You can see the red undertone, and then you get that brilliant opalescent prismatic flash. I think it's just such a unique shade. I absolutely love it. And the other one, its counterpart, is called Hope. It is white, but it does have a pink, gold, and maybe just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of a purple shimmer. But it is primarily pink and silver. But again, it is the sheer color. And I'm trying to get an angle. You can see the white right in here. And you can see that luster hit. But it is difficult to see the actual color just because my lighting is so wonky. but it does have that pink flash, but you can definitely see the greens and the teals in Kindness a lot easier. But this is just such a pretty color, even though I know you guys can't really see it. You're seeing more of the gold aspect of it, while I see the pinks and the golds, the little tiny bit of silver, and the little tiny bit of purple. It's just really, really pretty. And I look forward to putting these, over top of other shadows just to transform the look of those shadows completely. Make it look like something completely different than what it is. As a matter of fact, Hope kind of reminds me of one of my liquid eyeliners, which is Tarina Tarantino, and let's see, I think it was Glitter Mist. I think that was the name of the color. It's very reminiscent of that, but it's in a cream powder formula. So, it kind of feels like a cream, but it's a powder. So, I look really forward to playing with those. And I'm going to try to get some stuff pre-recorded. That way, when my internet gets back up, I can have a bunch of stuff ready to go for you guys. But until then, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you tune in. Pass my link on to your friends if you think they might be interested in tuning in as well. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, especially Instagram. Yes, I'm talking to you. You need to follow me on Instagram. I post a good bit on there. Not so much Twitter anymore, but I definitely post a lot on Instagram. I definitely abuse all the good stuff of Instagram. Ugh. But anyway, I will say this. I do have a themed tutorial coming up soon that I want to start doing just because, it's the middle of June, which, the June brides are getting ready to come to an end in a few days. So I've decided I'm gonna spring for another theme, and the first one I'm getting ready to work on the costume for. I have to modify a tank top, as well as dig in my winter clothes box in my closet, and I have to order a wig for it. But I think it's going to be fun to do that. I'm looking forward to it. And all I will say is WWE. I will let it be at that and see if there's any other WWE fans might be able to figure out what kind of tutorial I might be doing, where I'm going to be digging in my winter clothes for a jacket and buying a wig, and the look's going to be really dark. So, I will say this, it is a diva. But I'm going to work on other divas after this one, but I just need to get this one done first, but I just have to get everything put together. So, that's it for now, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.